The Gory Gaze.
We didn't lie to you folks. We told you we had living, breathing monstrosities. You laughed at them, shuddered at them, and yet, but for the accident of birth, you might be even as they are. They did not ask to be brought into the world, but into the world they came.
She's the most beautiful big woman I have ever seen. Why, Hans, how you talk. I should be jealous pretty soon. Ah, don't be silly.
You must come to see me sometime, and we'll have a little wine together.
Frida, something's wrong. What is it?
Well, that Cleopatra woman, my Hans. Oh, I cannot tell it. You think because she's so beautiful, and I'm just a man, Hans. To me, you're a man. But to her, you're only something to laugh at.
You spoil everything if he hears you.
And it's not for Hans you care. It's the money. He has told you of the fortune he has inherited.
Her fortune. Can you beat that? Her fortune. And I have him like that.
Let them laugh. They're swine. I love her. They can't hurt me. But they hurt me.
They're going to make you one of them. My peacock.
Let her try doing anything to one of us.
Their code is a law unto themselves. Offend one, and you offend them all.
Welcome back to the Gory Gaze, the weekly horror podcast where two boyfriends slash up and bleed out your favorite
and not so favorite
horror movies, mostly,
but not limited to,
the black sheep, underrated, and forgotten gems
of the horror genre, right?
Sure,
of course.
yeah.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Stanley. This is our second Patreon episode.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
This is it. It's happening.
It's happening, yeah.
No, we're happening.
You thought it wasn't, but lo and behold. We hope you didn't forget about us. We have been really busy. It's been a really busy month.
Yeah,
we've been a little all over the place, and that's just podcasting wise.
It's okay. It's the summer. You guys take it off. We'll be at work.
Yeah, we'll be here, just yakking your ear off. So we're gonna keep this little intro short and sweet because for the 2 or 3 or 4 of you that are paying $5, we're not gonna bore you. So we just wanted to thank you for being here. And we also wanted to thank you for listening to our Hocus Pocus audio commentary. We look forward to doing this more often. You are going to be listening to The Freaks commentary today.
Let the harvest begin.
Because it's a fucking amazing movie, and it's only an hour long. But really,
it's only an hour long. Blast.
No, we were into the whole. We were getting into the whole black and white classic. Let's watch something freaky, as per requested. He wanted to watch something
old
of old, in classic genre. And I had like this perfect movie in mind, which was Freaks. This movie fits in so good. I mean, I've seen it before. I never really paid attention, and I've seen this like years ago. And I never paid attention to the fact up until Stanley reminded me that this kind of was so similar to American Horror Stories Freak Show.
Yeah.
And we can get into that as the movie goes on. But it was so fucking cool to like rewatch the movie and then place everything together aligned, as I would say, with American Horror Story. I know some people will disagree, but to me it was like, fuck, everything kind of fits perfectly in line except for Lobster Boy.
I mean, I think a lot of it is derived from this.
Yeah, I would say.
I think it's heavily inspired.
Again, with the American Horror Story twist in it, but it's, in all fairness, like if you compare both side by side, you're basically looking at almost the same characters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like you can put... I mean, you like put this over that. Like it's like a carbon copy in some instances.
Decades apart, like you know, like from this film compared to like what we've seen, you know, in past years for American Horror Story.
Sure. And it's funny because this one is set in the 30s, filmed in the 30s rather. And then the American Horror Story timeline for Freak Show is 1952, I think, because it just goes to show that it's kind of a timeless concept in that respect, but also you watch something like this and something like this cannot be made today.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And you know what, like we had watched the film on the internet, like we found it.
It was on Tubi. It was free.
Oh, it was on Tubi. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So, we saw it. Stanley fucking fell in love with it. Ordered it on 4K. I was worried that the transfer on 4K would have ruined the sound, would have ruined the imaging, every single thing about it.
Well, to be clear, so it's a 2K restoration, but it's on Blu-ray.
So, see, I like the restoration part because they didn't ruin like not 1 inch off that film. Literally, it sounds the same, if not even better. It just sounds like a thunderstorm outside, even though it's the hot summer.
Yeah, the restoration is really nice, and it's the Criterion Collection, so it's got like a really, really good variety of special features. They got some photos of some of the all the actors.
Yeah, it comes with a little booklet, and the booklet has so much info. And I've been crying. The book looks like those journals, those black and white.
It's like
journals.
a comp book.
Yeah, exactly. Those composition books.
I didn't even crack it open until literally right before we started doing this, but it has like old pictures, a lot of information about the film.
So much.
If you guys are able to get your hands on a copy of this, especially if you're into the Criterion Collection, I only have a few of their movies. I have The Ice Storm. I think we also have Night of the Living Dead, and we have David Cronenberg's Crash, and we have this. I think we have one more. I really like some of their stuff. This is a worthy. Oh, Eve's Bayou. Bayou or Bayou? It's Bayou.
Bayou.
Right? That one as well. They just have good stuff, and they really care about the content that they come up with to put on their supplements. I think they call them supplements instead of special features. And yeah, their restorations are always really lovely. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
It's so weird because and this little booklet is a 36-page little book of great information. There's a little paragraph here I can read for you. I'm not sure who wrote this or where it's from, but it's in the book. Now, from this distance, nearly a century after the film was made, it's hard to comprehend the sheer hysteria of the 1932 reactions to Freaks. Many reviews have a whiff of class prejudice to go with the era's eugenics. Any who enjoy watching the pitiful, grotesque mistakes of nature may behold them in Freaks. Sideshows, in other words, are a low form of entertainment that have a degrading effect on the masses. Back in the days in the 30s, like people were so against this film because it was something freaky and grotesque. And like, I could watch this movie now and understand that modern medicine has changed a whole lot of ways of, like the way people, the way medicine has changed, certain diseases that affected people back in the days, like meningitis and certain things like that, loss of limb, things that are now curable. But the way that things were not accepted back then, which were just so different and new, is just as it is today. It's so weird that nothing has changed in that area, but in the movie making and black and white has.
Yeah, that's what I meant is, and like, they're so different now.
Yeah.
They just can't get made anymore like this.
Oh my gosh. Like we watched Alien Romulus.
Oh, yeah.
And not to like bring it up during this Patreon, but I mean,
sure.
I want to talk about that fucking form of the alien that they designed at the end. Like it's just like so freaky itself. That alone was freak. Like that's a freak show of its own. And
I was telling you, it reminded me of something similar in the movie Gerald's Game. Mm-hmm. There was like, I don't know, if it's like some sort of boogeyman character, because I don't want to give anything from that movie away either, but it was very similar in design.
it was just the scariest. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, this is grotesque. It is scary. Like, Not to me, but like I can imagine how freaky this must have been, to people back in the days. It's like Stanley and I can pop it in and we're like, can you imagine the theaters full of just women with their hands on their man's chest going, oh, Charles, like so scary.
There were reports of people fainting and people vomiting and just people having a really hard time during this movie. And like it was not released in certain parts of the country and it was hard to find. And there was, I think, a 90+ minute cut that was supposed to be the original cut, but we're only left with a movie that is about 60 minutes long.
Yeah.
So it's really short, and somehow it still tells a really strong story, and it doesn't feel like really any parts are missing. I was telling you, it kind of feels like an episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it kind of has that. It's a woman trying to steal a man's money and then kill him. That's really what it is. And then those, like, his friends get revenge, or he gets revenge.
It's so weird that time has changed so much. We have already, decades worth of freaks, geeks, and horror and things that have just, ruined us and traumatized us throughout the years. So watching this movie at 43 or at 38, now is nothing really compared to the things that we've already seen. But back in the 30s, I can imagine the introduction to this type of stuff to people. It's just so weird, the feeling, that you get when you watch these movies. To me, you fall in love with the characters. They're all so cute. They're fucking adorable to me. I love every single one of them. Honestly, our main little characters are so fucking adorable. I love them.
And it's and is it weird to say that? Is it weird to say, oh, they're cute? I was telling you beforehand, how do we keep this politically correct without being offensive? And it's how do we...
Well, it's freaks. I'm
I know.
You can't clean it up. It has to be sold as it is or told as it is because it was what it was. Back in the day, I know that there's offense to certain words nowadays, as opposed to what it was before. But it's now we're using prosthetics to create these characters, and what would we call it now?
Yeah, so
horror.
Here we are, and we're gonna let you know that we're probably we're it's gonna be hard for us to mince things with this episode. So
with no offense to anybody, we're just trying
hold on tight.
Yeah, we're trying to go back to the era of this film.
Yeah, you're entering the 30s and you're entering a sideshow. So with that being said, let's just get into it, and we're gonna press play.
Step right up.
Yeah, you guys can watch this on Tubi. If you're going to watch it on Tubi, or if you're going to watch it any other way that is not on the Blu-ray, it might be a little hard to keep up with us. But if you are going to be watching it on the Blu-ray, I am going to press play in about 5 seconds. So whatever, I'll count down. So get ready.
Yeah, this is perfect right now, actually. The time is changing, the fall is coming, it's slowly approaching. This is perfect for kicking your feet up, throwing the throw over yourself, having a little hot cocoa, orange lights on, little pumpkin glowing in the background. This is great.
This is a good segue into autumn.
Yes.
And also, reminder for all of you to go check out our regular main feed. Everything on that end is free. 40 episodes over there. Episodes covering movies like Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 5, Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2, War of the Worlds. Throw one out there.
Sorry, what were you doing?
Oh, he's not even listening. I'm just promoting other episodes.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. There's so many, there's so many episodes that we can literally listen to. I was reading a paragraph on the director of this movie, that he had died and nobody even knew about his death or no funeral plans being made. So that's where my mind was.
Okay. Alex doesn't remember any of the episodes that we've done.
No, but you can certainly go look for them on our damn, podcast. Hello.
Oh, real quick. I'm going to give a shout out to all of the 4 Patreon members that we have. And that would be, of course, Scotty Tahati. And we love you, Scotty. And we also are going to give a shout out to Lonnie. And Lonnie, this is a Lonnie's Lottery pick, by the way. We have caught up on Lonnie's Lottery. We covered Ginger Snaps a couple weeks ago with the Ghoul Friends, who I called girlfriends.
Here I am, the guy in the background going,
Yeah, there we go. Our
That's me.
What do we call that? Our condescender.
Our condescending gay guy.
And we also covered Dead Alive at the beginning of the summer. So that was also on Lonnie's Lottery board. And then Freaks. here we go.
Yes,
That
sir.
is the most recent of Lonnie's Lottery. So
And I love me some freaks.
we do. This is a really good movie, you guys. We're really excited to talk about this. It's just such a staple.
I want to watch this over and over and over again during
I
the
know
rainy
you do.
season, low volume, you know,
I know
cooking
you
some
do.
soup type dinner.
Okay, and then our other two members are Brian Michael Ellis and Opal Brown. So thank you for being a...
I love the name Brown because that's in our film director's name, isn't it?
Yeah, this is directed by Tod Brown. Okay, guys, we are going to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, and Freaks goes like this. 1. All right, I've pressed play. The Criterion logo is upon us. Okay, yeah, and just so you know, these are unedited, guys.
Yeah, this
we
is
just
unedited.
record, and you just get us raw. We have the Metro Goldwyn Mayer logo, and back then we get like 2 little baby kitty growls.
I know, compared
From
to what it is
Louis
now,
the-
to
Louis the Lion.
where they've done to now, it's like a 3G graphic, or what is it, 4G now? Like the lion actually moves to the side, and like you can step into his world now.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's super fucking cool the way MGM does the lion now.
Oh, I don't think I paid that much attention.
If you know what I'm talking about, give a little shout out. Okay, as mentioned before, directed by Tod Browning. We have producer Irving Thalberg and screenplay by Willis Goldbeck and Leon Gordon. Based on a short story, Spurs, by Clarence Aaron and Todd Robbins. Munsey's Magazine, February 1923, was what was wrote the credits down for this movie, is how it was promoted.
Oh, okay. Like on the poster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, that's what they would call posters back then, magazines, or what?
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 What do you mean?
No, the magazine Munsey's Magazine is what promoted this movie back
Let me
in the
see.
days.
Oh, are you just reading out of that
Yeah,
book?
yeah, of course.
Let me
Well,
see.
instead of looking for them, I'm just here. Why
Oh,
not?
yeah. Oh, this is just, it's telling you the credits. Yeah.
That's
so,
exactly what
okay.
I'm reading, baby. Get with the program. Where are you at? Wikipedia?
I'm just looking at I'm just looking at little notes. So the movie starts out with I guess we're in a sideshow. And this guy is this curator of sorts is walking around having goers observe freaks, I guess. And then we get a flashback. He's telling a story of what happened with whatever freak he is having people see, but we don't see her. We don't see whatever the freak is, actually. And then we get the little people. We get 2 little people, Hans and what's her name?
I'm not sure, but hopefully they say it.
They're going to say it.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It's right here. So we have Hans and Frida.
Hans and Frida.
Yeah, Hans played by Harry Earls and Frida played by Daisy Earls. So they were brother and sister.
They were brother and sister.
Playing
and
lovers.
They're playing husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
Yeah, or they're actually, they're supposed to be getting married.
Engaged.
They're engaged. And they're straight up relatives in real life. They were also in The Wizard of Oz. They were part of a quartet of siblings. He was the only boy, and then there were 3 girls. And they were called the Doll Family. And they had like a bunch of little furniture, and they lived in a little house. And they were like a vaudeville act, basically. And then eventually moved on to movies, and they would be in The Wizard of Oz. Harry, was more notable for being in the Lollipop Guild in The Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just so cherubic. And you're right, they're really adorable. And they just look like little babies.
Yeah, they are the fucking story, like the entire movie. She is like she is so classy, Frida. Like I love her character. She, as opposed to the other woman who is Cleopatra.
Yeah, played by Olga something.
Olga Baklanova.
Yeah, she's Russian. And she's like this trapeze artist.
Mm-hmm.
And little Harry is obsessed with her. Like, he loves her. He's never been more enamored by a woman ever. And I want to say he's like the main act, or like the headmaster of the sideshow, right?
I would say
it's
so.
His show.
Well, technically, he's the freakiest of them all. Like,
yeah,
right?
He's like the head freak.
I mean, we have a torso. We have like all these other things that like half woman, half man. The living torso, the bearded lady. armless girl.
I love this
Pinhead,
part. I'm
Zip,
sorry. When Cleopatra goes up to
Oh, yeah.
Frida while she's on the little pony,
and grabs
then
her.
she grabs her tutu, and she's like, "Nice, nice." And then Frida, don't,
And
hits her with her
face.
baton. Yeah.
Look at
You
her.
always say she's so classy. She's so
like
classy.
And here it goes. So as soon as this happened, you realize that Cleopatra is like game's on, bitch.
Well, and right before this, though, she notices that Harry is looking at her and admiring her, and she drops her cape, and then and then Harry picks the cape up for her, but then she doesn't kneel down at first. Like, she notices that he expects her to, but she doesn't. And then he kind of gets offended. Like, he's like, hey, like, I'm noticing that you're not like stooping down to my level. But then she does. But it's very quick that we get that vibe that she's going to start fucking with both of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's nasty.
And Harry Earls being Hans, our little
Hans.
main man.
Yeah. And then we go into are we in France?
Yeah.
I thought we were in Germany.
No, we're in France, and then yeah.
I didn't realize.
Sorry, that's where we meet up with them.
So we are now in a different area of the village, and or of like the circus area, and we're meeting other characters in the movie, other freaks, if you will.
Yeah, like this is where we're meeting everybody. The full little circle of ring around my posy.
Yeah,
and a pocket full of spears.
Well, and so this is the guy that is only a torso and arms.
Mm-hmm.
What are their names?
Sheriff Gypsy Olivia, and then there's Mother Stanley. This is me when I walk in from work, and they all run to Stanley like, ah, help us. No, I can give you their names. Sorry, yes. I just don't know who's who, but yeah, there's so many of them.
There's a lot.
See, we have Madame Tetraglini, which is played by Rose Dion. She's like the main madam, the mother. We have the Siamese twins. We have Shitzy. We have Half Woman, Half Man, The Living Torso, Bearded Lady, The Living Venus de Milo, Armless Girl, Pinhead Zip, Pinhead Pip, which are the twins, Pinhead Zip and Pinhead Pip.
Yeah, we call them pinheads in this cast. And those are the ones who look more specifically like Pepper from American Horror Story.
And the birdie guy, right? Like there's like...
That's a woman.
That, like, dances?
That bird girl, I think, is a woman. Her name was Elizabeth Green.
Wow.
And she was billed professionally as the Stork Woman.
Still so many. So after that, the Rollo Brothers, Half Boy, Human Skeleton, Stork Woman, Cuckoo the Bird Girl, and that's it.
Wow.
Oh, Cuckoo the Bird Girl. Cuckoo the Bird Girl. That's weird because Cuckoo the movie was like based on birds.
About a bird, yeah. And so they are basically accosted by two people, and all these freaks hug their woman.
What?
I don't know. I think Madame Tetraglini is her name.
Madame Tetraglini.
And she was a French-American actress from the silent era, and she has that face.
Rose
like,
Dion.
she looks like she's just been around forever.
Yeah.
And she was in movies with titles like Cheated Love from 1921, and It Happened in Paris in 1919. She's been around for a long time.
The woman playing half woman, half man.
Josephine.
Yeah, her name is interesting. Is Josephine, last name Joseph. Still the name of a woman and a man on her in her name. And
she or he was married to George Wass. A person named George Wass was an actual hermaphrodite.
Oh, what?
Interesting.
The woman playing Cleopatra, unfortunately, just as much as her beauty, she's such a bitch.
I agree.
She's beautiful. Like, she honestly looks like those 1930s, full on Charleston hair type, like really gorgeous girl, but she's such a bitch.
Well, what's interesting is that part, her part rather, was supposed to be played by, I think it was someone like Mae West.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Like a big star was supposed to be playing that part.
Oh, she want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
No, they're monsters.
Were you saying something about Munsey's magazine earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, so Spurs is a short story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was published in Munsey's magazine.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I see. Okay, sorry.
I was like, yeah, that's who first, that's how this movie was created from Munsey's magazine, was in 1932 or something like that.
Oh, I understand now. Okay. Oh my God, he loves her so much.
He does. He's so obsessed with her. It's like the saddest thing to see the development between these two, and how you already know that she's just gonna fuck him over.
Ugh.
So she's in a relationship with our muscle dude. Who is he?
So this is a different girl, though.
Oh yeah,
So this is Hercules.
yeah.
His name is Hercules. Yeah. And we have already met Roscoe. Roscoe is the circus clown.
Mm-hmm. Hercules played by Henry Victor. Roscoe played by his real name, Roscoe Aites.
I like that a lot of these, I mean, obviously, are sideshow performers.
Yeah.
And she's breaking up with him. Wait,
She's
what the fuck
leaving.
is her name? Venus. That's her name.
cheap. Yeah, she's
Her
Venus.
name is Venus. And she's played by Layla Hyams.
Gorgeous. She's beautiful.
She's so pretty. And she got her start in silent films as well.
Yeah. She looks like she could have been Snow White back in the days.
It's a lot of these movie stars, their careers were over by like the 40s.
After this movie. Hey.
Well, you know,
There's our clown.
this movie was probably not something to be proud of at the time. This was probably a movie that these actors were like, I hope nobody sees this. Now it's important, and it's something that needs to be seen, and it's controversial, and it's cinematic, and it's like I've said so many times already, like it's something that is just not capable of being made ever again. It's like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, this looks like, I was just thinking that right now, as this looks like the intro to the Wizard of Oz when she first goes to that, the card reader, what do you call him?
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's the wizard.
When she first meets the wizard.
Professor Marvel.
There you go, Professor Marvel. That's what I wanted.
Oh wait, Cuckoo the Bird Girl is not the same thing as Elizabeth Green, the Stork Woman. I'm seeing now that Cuckoo and the Bird Girl are two different people.
Yeah. What do you mean? Cuckoo the Bird Girl and...
Yeah, Cuckoo and the Bird Girl are two different people.
No, Cuckoo
So look,
the Bird Girl is the same person.
This one's Cuckoo. And then this one's the Stork Woman.
Oh, there's a Stork Woman.
Yeah.
I see. You thought they were the same person?
I did.
Well, no, Stork Woman being played by Elizabeth Green. There's a lot. It's a huge cast.
Yeah, this movie we probably sound really scattered and uninformed, and that's because
I have no information. I'm honestly looking it up as
we
we're
kind
going.
of are. Yeah, when we've only watched this movie once together. I saw this in a film class when I was a sophomore in high school, and much like Alex, the first time he watched it, I didn't pay attention. I didn't fucking care. And I've been on this kick lately of just wanting to learn about older Hollywood movies. And Jenna Rollins died a couple of days ago. And I've been just on this kick of just wanting to know everything about early Jenna Rollins movies. And so I watched A Woman Under the Influence yesterday. And lo and behold, so much of it was filmed literally right around the block from us. And we went and checked out the house that they filmed most of the movie in, and a lot of it was filmed over on Wilton, right on the corner. And it's just fucking wild that the more you learn and educate yourself about the smallest things or biggest things, depending on perspective, like movies, like the more you learn. And Freaks is something that anybody who likes movies needs to see. Like, it's just something you need to see. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable what movies exist. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story, and it's beautifully acted.
Yeah, it really is. I'm looking up the twins. Daisy and Violet Hilton.
And I believe they are actual Siamese twins.
They really are.
And they're so funny.
Mm-hmm. They were known for this movie, Freaks, and another movie named Change for Life.
How fun.
Yeah.
I love that one is so feisty. And the clown, Roscoe, is engaged to like the quiet one who can't stand up for herself. And then the other one is always like, come on, we're getting out of here. Fuck off.
Yeah. So this would be like in our American Horror Story. Who would this be played by?
Sarah Paulson.
Sarah Paulson.
Yeah.
Well, Paula.
So Olga and Hercules are about to get their freak on in this tiny community of trailers. I love that it's like a trailer park.
Yeah. Olga.
I think I said earlier that Hans was Hans, whatever his name might be, was the kind of owner of sorts, but I don't think he is.
Yeah, and you said Olga Blakhanova is gonna get it on with Hercules, but yes, this is Cleopatra being played.
Oh my god, did I say Olga?
Uh-huh.
That's the actress's name.
Yeah.
And I like this part because he comes in and just like makes himself at home.
Yeah.
I mean, she says too. I like it when she's like, how many eggs do you want?
I know
and
it.
he's like, I'm not very hungry. Give me 6.
And the way she stands right here is great. Like, yeah.
How do you like it?
How do you like it?
They're so funny.
In German. He's so tall compared to her. I do like the scene, but I honestly thought that while watching this, he was going to suffocate her or like do something to her.
I
worse.
just knew that they were in cahoots.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Look at her.
how do you like them? Oh, gross.
Yeah. Get over here.
That's how you hug me.
That's how I grab you.
And she's
You
like,
would
I'm
squeeze
still
me to death."
wheezing to death.
Oh, you're taking my breath away. I love that.
Oh no.
I don't get this. Like,
I'm not entirely sure either. Okay, so Josephine is watching from the entrance of her trailer.
our half woman, half man.
Yeah, and Hercules doesn't like the fact that the half woman, half man has spied him.
Yeah.
But now Josephine, it just pretends to be putting on makeup over by their own trailer. And then Hercules goes over and punches
Gives her something for her eye.
them right in the face. Yeah. And then Cleopatra laughs from her window. It's
As Hans and Frida are sitting on a table at a distance watching the entire thing play out.
and Frida's mad because Hans isn't listening to her.
No, he's
And
obsessed with Cleopatra.
And she's like, I want you to tell me everything you just said or everything I just said. And he's like, I don't know what you just said.
Literally our podcast.
He's like, I was listening, Frida. And then she goes, well, tell me what you said. And he's like, I don't know what you just said.
He's so handsome.
He's so cute. Yeah.
I think that's why his name's Han.
Hans
handsome.
is short for handsome.
Short for handsome.
Since we have been engaged, this is the first time you have spoken to me so.
You know, she's so fucking good. She's such a fucking great actress. Honest to God, you can't fight
good.
that. She really is good. Like every single thing she says and does is so sad. The way she like presents herself is fucking great. She's classy as fuck. I will not stop saying that.
She was nicknamed Miniature Mae West.
She's gorgeous.
She died in Sarasota, Florida. She was 39 inches tall.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was cute. She was born in Stolpen, Germany.
I don't get how these folks are freaks. I mean, Hercules is not that bad looking.
Oh, well, he's just the strongest man.
Yeah.
So that's his freak status. And it's like a circus, right? So she is
it's
like...
funny how he's the strongest man. He ain't got no damn muscle.
I know, and she's like just a tall trapeze artist.
But I guess that's what makes him a freak, right? That he has like no muscle, but he's super strong.
Oh my god,
Can you
she
hear
had
that?
a chauffeur and a security person up until the time of her death.
Jesus, she had that old American movie making money. That's why.
F yeah, girl.
Or wait, was this France or German?
What? Oh, she was German.
But the film. Oh yeah, you're right. So
Yeah, they
doesn't
were
matter.
they were all German. The little Earls clan. Okay, where are we at in the movie? So this is actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie. So we have Venus and we have
DeMilo.
and we have Frida.
Yeah.
And they're like hanging up their undergarments. And we have Frida hanging up her little bra and panties.
So they're neighbors.
Yeah,
so
they're neighbors.
The dry line hangs between both trailers, which is wagons, kind of like the Marvel is, what is it, Mr. Marvel?
What?
I can say it from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Professor Marvel.
Professor Marvel, the
Yeah.
wagon that he's in. That's
Yeah,
exactly what
it's
this looks
the
like.
traveling wagon. So Venus is like trying to get Frida to open up to her because Frida's acting like something's up. And Frida finally tells her, like, hey, like, I want to know why I have to worry as a woman. Why do women always have to worry about our men going after another woman? And just this, she's so good here.
I told you. You were going to deny that. Look at her.
When she's impersonating Cleopatra.
She's amazing, guys. Like, honest to God, this girl deserves everything.
And she acts so good with her fucking eyes. And like this woman rather, may be small, but like she's like a force.
Oh no, she's the full package. Like, this is what ladies should be like. Like, honest to God, she is such a fucking wonderful lady. She plays her character so well, and her size doesn't matter. Like, honest to God, she puts the taller women to shame.
Yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But that whole scene between her and Venus is within this 64-minute time frame is like probably one of the best scenes in the whole film. Their interaction.
I love this.
And then we have
Hans
screaming at all the tall men, asking them if they have Swiss cheese on their head.
Yeah. Because he's just getting upset at them. And then here's Cleopatra playing the victim. My neck hurts.
He
My back
is
hurts.
like the head of the, like the way he walks around. You think that he is the one that is in charge.
Well, he's just like defending his little status. Like you know, it's kind of like a like walking around with your chest puffed out.
Yeah,
just kind of like wanting to intimidate.
Yeah,
is his thing. He's an intimidator.
She is such a bitch.
I hate her, but I like her, but I hate her.
She's terrible. Like, she's taking advantage of him.
Mm-hmm. So,
go ahead.
Those are the words. Yeah. Let me Google. Another word for tormentor is her. Literally, she's a harasser, a torturer, a persecutor, attacker, assailant, a victimizer, a mocker, and an accuser. Is her entire character is who Cleopatra is.
The name?
Cleopatra, no, like, I'm just saying, like, her in general, her character, she's a tormentor. And I'm like, what are other words for tormentor?
Oh, she's a fucking cunt. Yeah.
And every single thing I've listed is every single thing that she does in this movie. She harasses, she tortures, she persecutes, she attacks. She's an assailant. She's a victimizer. She's a mocker.
Is this the first time we're introduced to the half boy?
No, we saw him earlier when he ran up to Mama.
I love him.
Madame Tetralini.
Yo, Johnny Eck lived to be so old. He was like 80-something, this guy, when he died. I think that's so cool. So he was born with sacral agenesis. That's what his condition is called.
Okay.
So just so we're clear. And he was also a folk artist, specifically a screen painter. He was a musician, a photographer, an illusionist, a penny arcade owner, a Punch and Judy operator, and an expert model maker.
Wow.
Yeah. He died in his sleep. Yeah. He had a biography film. And, since the 1990s, Leonardo DiCaprio has pursued making a Hollywood feature film on the life of him.
She's cute.
Production notes included James Franco as a possible lead. What the fuck?
Know.
Get out of here. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. What's
That's
fine?
mine.
What is it?
It's a penny. It's mine.
You can have it. I'm a little penny pincher.
Picking it up all day long. I will have some good schmuck.
Oh, wait. So the bearded lady had a baby.
Yeah, so?
I forgot about this. Oh, no, I didn't, because it's the Skeleton Man's baby, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. And it's a girl.
Man, the Skeleton Man.
I love it. So we kind of get a combination of the Skeleton Man in Freak Show in the American Horror Story,
Mm-hmm.
but he also has like a condition that kind of gives his hand like a flipper
Yeah.
resemblance. The interaction between Roscoe and the Siamese twins is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You're gonna do as I say.
He thinks they are.
Oh, be quiet. Hook up our dress.
And the other one is just not there for it at all.
You know who she looks like?
Mm.
Mary Louise Parker.
Oh, yeah. I can totally see that. Especially the side profile.
They both do,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess since they're identical.
You think? Oh, look at her. She's got so much drama and grace in her face.
They're beautiful. This movie has so much heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just got so much heart, and you can't help but feel something for everybody. And there's just, like, so much going on with every character in every trailer.
We are here with Armless Girl, played by Martha Morris, and this is this knife throwing dwarf?
This is Angelo Rossetti. I
But
think that's his name.
Who is he? Just Angelino. That's his name.
Angelino, yeah.
Played by Angelino, is with, I believe, boyfriend of Armless Girl.
And she drinks wine with her toes.
Yes. She's been showing us we can do shit ever since. And then we have Torso, the human. What is this? Just Torso is his name, right?
I think so. What's it say in your little cast list?
My little cast list here.
And I kind of like these scenes because we get a lot of exposition just in their characteristics. You know, like this guy is lighting a match with his mouth.
He's lighting a devil's stick.
And he is, I'm going to assume he's smoking some weed.
Yeah, this is the living Torso played by Prince Randian. And he actually does look like a prince. He looks like a genie.
He does. He absolutely does.
Right?
But like in the last scene, we get Angelo and the armless woman, and they're like doing their talents. You know what I mean? So all the so-called freaks are all given really cool things to do. We get to see what their everyday life is like in just a few short moments in this movie. And I really like this part too. When he makes her feel so good.
Yeah.
He's going to get her a long hat with a feather. This is Frozzo.
Yeah.
So Frozzo is another one of the clowns. Who plays Frozzo?
Wallace Ford.
Oh, he's wonderful. And Frozzo and Venus, I think, also have a thing going on now that Venus and Hercules have called it quits.
Yeah. Venus just needs to be with Frozzo.
I think they end up together, right? No? Maybe? We'll see.
We'll see.
So we have Schlitz, we have Elvira, and then there is another, we call them pinheads.
Yeah. Two of them being brother and sister, Pinhead Zip and Pinhead Pip, and those are the ones that just ran away.
Zip and Pip, and then Elvira.
Yes.
Well, who's Schlitz?
Schlitz? Schlitz Surtees.
Who's Elvira?
There is no Elvira.
He said Elvira. He called her Elvira.
Really?
There's so many of them.
Yeah, well, Pinhead and Pinhead are the ones that ran away, the ones that look exactly alike, that kind of look like not Dumb and Dumber, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Okay, yeah. And see, look, we have another armless girl. So how many armless girls are there?
Oh my gosh. I think that's Turtle Girl.
Why would we call her Turtle Girl?
I have no idea. There's Armless Girl, played by Martha Morris.
Oh, you know what? Martha Morris
Uh-huh.
is Angelino's wife.
Okay, so she's the one that was drinking the wine.
That's the armless wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then who is she then? That other girl that we just saw.
Who did you call armless girl? Frances
Martha
O'Connor
Morris.
is the one that we just saw. The blonde one
Okay.
that was sitting with Venus just now.
She's Frances.
You're welcome, everybody. That's Frances O'Connor. That was this one right here.
Oh, so see, that's the thing. We have Venus, which is played by Leela Hyams, and she's the living Venus de Milo named Frances O'Connor then.
No, this is Venus.
Yeah. And the one that was just drinking with her feet again?
Yeah, that was Frances O'Connor.
She's named the living Venus de Milo. There's Venus, like the planet, and then there's the Venus, the living Venus de Milo, like the statue.
I see, because she doesn't have arms.
Yes.
Okay, yes,
Exactly.
of course.
That's
I
wonderful.
see.
Yeah, so Venus and Venus de Milo
Yeah,
being different. The
and
living
this
Venus de
one that
Milo.
you're talking about, she would perform every action, including writing, smoking a cigarette, drinking, etc., using nothing but her feet. And she would knit. She could also knit.
I love that he's making a little cart out of a bathtub.
That is neat.
He thinks that big steel tub is going to sit on those little ass wheels. Boy, got something else coming.
Oh, by the way, Pinhead Pip
Yes.
is Elvira.
Oh, in real life.
Yeah, and Pinhead Zip is Jenny Lee. That's her real name.
And they're real relatives by the last name Snow.
I think they might have just got confused during filming and just started calling them by their real names on occasion.
Yeah.
Some
Probably.
critical reception, you guys. This movie has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes with an 88% audience score.
So then who is the other little third girl that looks like Pinhead and Pinhead?
That one is Schlitz.
Okay.
Schlitzy.
And that's her real name, Schlitzy Surtees.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Certainly. No.
You know the other one's not minding her business reading. She's pretending and she's totally listening in.
I like that the other one's getting asked for a wedding.
Oh,
A wedding for her hand in marriage.
And the other one just
But
finished
look at
her
her.
book.
She can feel it. No, she can feel the kiss.
Mm.
I think she can feel the kiss because remember in Freak Show
They would
how
feel the opposite.
she could feel when she was
Lobster boy.
masturbating.
Oh.
She's like, I didn't like it because I could feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet she could feel that kiss.
Shut
just
up, you
now.
whore.
Yeah, yes, slut. Oh, that was sweet. How when she was kissing her just now, she was
Especially
like,
because she just read the book. I mean, it must have been something really romantic and interesting for her that she kind of
and
felt
then
the
it
entire
ended
thing.
with a kiss too. Oh, how good for her. That's a funny line. That's a funny line. Cleo's gone on a diet when they see Harry leave her trailer because he's literally a fucking foot tall. That's funny. That's fucking funny, dude.
Now we're meeting Mr. Rogers.
What do you mean? Oh, Violet's new fiance?
Mm-hmm. I don't have a name for him.
I had mentioned earlier, Mr. Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
He might not even be in there. No, he's in there.
No. There's Monsieur Duval, the landowner.
Oh, that's the landowner.
This guy?
That's who owns it. No, earlier when I was like, two guys have come across the woman and the freaks. That was Monsieur Duval and then Jean the caretaker.
When we first met our little circle of
My
friends.
bad. But earlier I had mentioned that this movie was banned in certain places, and that was true. It was banned from 1932 to 1963 by British censors for alarming content that was too explicit of a display of humans with the starkest of physical disability. And this movie also ended Tod Browning's career, which is sad because he had just directed Dracula the year before.
Oh, really?
And he was on like a high, like fucking sensational climb because of Dracula. And then this comes right after and sank him.
No.
Yeah. And then didn't you say that nobody knew he died?
They knew he died. It just, there was no funeral plans for him, like quick or anything like that. Not really much information. It's in the book.
God.
Frida's monologues are the best. Like, she has the best fucking lines in the whole entire movie. Like,
She's
everything that comes out of her mouth is so right.
And just like listening to the way that she handles her voice when it's about to break.
Mm-hmm. And she's talking to her brother. Jesus Christ. And it's like in real life, but of course in character, it's supposed to be her fiance.
God, listen to her. To me, you're a man, but to her, you're only something to laugh at. They all laugh at you.
Yeah, so here's a little sum. On October 10th, 1962, there appeared a brief paragraph from the Associated Press. Tod Browning, 82, who directed scores of movies between 1917 and 1939, is dead. He succumbed Saturday after an illness, and no funeral plans were announced. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, he began as an actor before turning to directing. His films include Dracula, which you just mentioned, and Mark of the Vampire. Yeah, there wasn't much information about his funeral. It's just no plans being made. New York Times, Hollywood, great service. And that's about it. Browning was directed.
I think they just broke up. I think Frida and Harry just ended things. Oh. Did you know that there is a scene that was removed or supposedly removed from this where the freaks castrate Hercules?
Oh, wow.
They like mutilate him and castrate him.
What the fuck?
So we just got a scene where where Frida confronts Harry and he basically
Did he do the Hunchback of Notre Dame as well?
Who?
Browning.
I don't know.
Paragraph. I don't want to read in too much.
Oh no, what was
Well,
I
now
saying?
you got to tell us, Alex. No, I don't. Oh, so this is the scene where she finds out that Hans has money, and now this bitch is gonna, game's on for her. Cleopatra finds out that Hans has money because our girl, Frida, is gonna come into her chamber.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that she just had gone to him and told him like, "Hey, everybody's laughing at you guys. I just want you to be happy. Like whatever." Oh, it's hard to talk, like when she's on the screen.
Mm-hmm. You're big. You're so beautiful. And Hans is so little, so cute, huh? Like, Cleopatra is just an asshole. Like, I can't
She's
stand
a
her
fucking
face.
bitch.
Look at Frida's fists.
Yeah, she's in it.
Mm-hmm.
And see, today, a movie like this, if it were able to be made, it would be reveled. People would love it. And little Frida would be nominated for a fucking Oscar.
Absolutely.
She would win.
Yeah. The movie wouldn't be, it would be named Frida.
It would be named Frida. But you would get The Greatest Showman, and you have characters like this and their CGI.
This is where she slips Frida, and she lets her know that Hans has a fortune.
Oh, but see, when we first watched this, I thought that she was lying.
Oh, no.
And it turns out that, yes, Hans, it does indeed have a lot of money. But of course, he has money. Why wouldn't he have money?
I wonder where he got it from. What's his backstory? Because he dresses very well.
He
Both
does
of them,
dress
actually.
well,
But
yeah.
him preferably always has the pleats on his pants, always has the black and white.
Oh, God. Oh, no, Hercules was there the whole time.
Yes, so Hercules, because they were having a little encounter right before Frida walked in, Hercules hid behind the curtain. And now that Frida walked out, he came back around. And now they're both like plotting, like, how can I marry him, then kill him, and take his money?
I mean, a normal, everyday thought.
Yeah. California marriages be like,
Where to prenup?
where to bring it back, girl?
In the 30s, we didn't have life insurance, did we?
No. I'm looking at her surroundings.
I'm looking at her hands. We do a lot of hand acting in the 30s. Oh, and we get title cards.
Title cards of wedding feast. Look at
And
this.
we get the best dance in the world.
Fuck yes, dude. This is the shit right here. I love this.
Now, this is not to be confused with Stork Woman. This is Cuckoo,
Yes,
right?
Cuckoo the bird.
Cuckoo the bird. Girl. So we have the wedding feast. We've already gotten married, and we have festivities happening. Everybody's here, and our bottle of Veuve Cliquet
Yeah, Cuckoo the bird over there shimmying.
is being poisoned.
Champagne being served.
She poisoning that champagne, girl. And, oh, you know what? I think that woman is also in the Wizard of Oz. She has a familiar face.
Oh.
Hey. I caught him recording things.
That's true.
Now, who's this guy?
He is the sword swallower.
Oh my god, isn't he?
Yeah, sir. He is played by Domo Fritz. I love these last names. Back in the days, they were like Fritz, Ford, Hyams, Baklanova.
Oh, it's because they're European.
They're like names that are first names for us now, like Earls, Dion,
We got
Joseph,
a flamethrower as well, or a
Roderick.
flame swallower.
Connor.
A bottle of that wine at Tuscanova is like $200.
Oh. We recently went to go have dinner at Micheli's out here in Universal. Never been. It's an Italian restaurant out here in California,
So cool.
in Los Angeles. And they have the drink, what's it called? That drink that I was asking you about that he mentions in Silence of the Lambs.
Chianti?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I've never known what it was. And we finally seen this restaurant sells these bottles of Chianti. And then once you're done with drinking your Chianti, you're able to like write either a little picture on it, a little message or something. And then they hang it all around the restaurant. And it looks like very like, how can I say how it looks? Very rustic, because everything, including the restaurant inside, is already made to look very old Italian.
Yeah,
and
it's
these
a lot
just
of fun.
add so much extra charm.
And they have
think.
singing servers. Did you say that?
No, they yeah, that's true. They do have singing servers at this restaurant as well, so that's probably the highlight. As soon as we found out they were.
Oh, the way Frito
Stay
leaves.
longer.
So we should mention that not only is Hans being poisoned right now by his new wife from the bottle of wine that she is hiding under the table and repeatedly pouring him, but she has just kissed Hercules in front of everybody, and Hans has seen it, and now he's very upset. Frida has left the table, and now they are chanting, "We accept her. We accept her. One of us. One
I knew
of us."
this was gonna go wrong. Gobble
Google,
gobble gobble
gobble.
gobble. Yeah,
Gooble gobble.
yeah. They're going to make you one of them. Hercules is whispering in her ear as he's all drunk,
And she's all fucked up too. Look at her.
She gives him the Mino pirate eye. The entire table. She's like, "What?" Look at her.
She's like, "That's not happening."
And she looks like Madonna here.
She kind of does.
Yeah.
And then they all take a big drink out of this goblet.
Yeah, there's a goblet served. Every single one of them is drinking out of this. And of course, that big goblet is headed towards fucking Cleopatra. Right now I knew it. He was going to get a drink from her. And then he faces Cleopatra and he's like, "Here, open wide."
And her first thought is, "I ain't sharing that."
Fuck no, you better not come at me with this shit. Look at him. He's like, "Cleopatra, woo, woo, woo. You next,
Cleopatra.
girl. Where you at, girl? Let's do this Friday night." Look at her. Woo, gobble, gooble, gooble, gobble, girl. And
Hercules,
I love
is
Hercules.
having
dude.
such a good
Yep.
time, yeah.
He's like, "I'm gonna be rich soon."
And I love that the twins are playing a flute.
Look at her. She takes it. She doesn't take her hand off the tea kettle. She has that hand on that hip.
Look at the twins.
No!
You
Dirty,
dirty, slimy
slimy
freaks.
The singing stops. Freaks! Freaks! Get out of here! She throws the wine at them. "You scum!" These are words that she's using. Hercules, "Get out! You heard her! Get out!"
I would
And
be
everybody gets up
so
and leaves.
mad.
This is very heartbreaking. You filth. She's like name shaming every single one of them.
Oh, they're playing clarinets. I said they were playing flutes, but the twins are actually playing clarinets.
And now she's asking Hans, what are you going to do, huh? What are you going to do? Like, you make me shamed. Shamed you?
Oh, no, he said you make me ashamed.
Yeah. And she's telling him back, are you ashamed?
She called him a baby. And then she is about to embarrass him even worse.
This is the worst fucking type of torture you can do to anybody. Like, embarrassment is the worst.
Hercules picks him up and puts him on her shoulders, and he is now being carried around on her back like she's a horse.
I wonder if they strapped him, because there's no struggle at all with her.
Well, he's probably only a few pounds.
Well, yeah, but she's like an actress. You know, like, that would have been worrisome.
That's terrible. And then we go into a trailer, and they're apologizing to him because they were drunk and they, are pretending to feel bad. But Hans is very sick because let's not forget they were poisoning him.
He's feeling fainty.
And at this point, he doesn't care. He just wants to lay down and go to bed.
And he's sweating, he's clammy, and he's wiping himself.
And he's really sweaty, even in this black and white lighting.
Yeah. Hercules, don't shut the fuck up.
And the fact that Cleopatra is now blaming everything on Hercules.
Yeah. Which it is his fault. And hers too.
I would be so upset if it was me, if I was Harry.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God. This is great acting on Harry Earls' part.
And then we have the knife thrower looking in through the window, looking like James Franco.
That's why Leonardo DiCaprio wanted James Franco as that part, because they do look
really?
alike. Yeah.
You did mention that earlier.
That's interesting. I didn't even consider that, but they do look very, very similar.
Totally has a Franco face.
Hans
so
the
sad.
midget. Yeah. Oh, he's laughing. Poor thing. Hans the fool. He looks like Jordan when Jordan was a small child.
How cute. How cute.
And then he passes out.
Yeah.
If this was to be remade today, I would love for her part to be played by Charlize Theron.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Charlize, we got James. Franca.
It just couldn't work. Like, it would not be able to work without real people with these real conditions.
Yeah.
You'd have to find people.
Well, it kind of worked for HS.
Yes and no. But some of those people were real people, though.
Well, that's what they can find them.
But some of those people are dead.
exist.
Some of those people have died since then.
But these were diseases that were at birth. Some of them are now like just, things that happen.
Yeah. Oh, Schlitzie is a man, by the way. Schlitzie the Pinhead.
Really?
We said that he was a she, but that's a man. And the condition they have is called microcephaly? Microcephaly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where you're...
Cephaly.
Microcephaly?
No, it's microcephaly.
Cephaly.
Cephaly, yeah.
Yeah, microcephaly. It's where your skull and your brain are
And
a
your
little
skull
bit
and your
bigger.
brain. I love this right here. Drunk, huh?
There was a guy in 2009 named Joe Morgenstern that said, Freaks contains some of the most terrifying scenes in film history. Do you agree?
I do. Nothing we've seen yet, but what is about to happen to them, yes, it's a bit horrifying what happens to these poor people, like what they're put through. So I don't know if he's talking in general or they're talking in general about the entire movie or just what's about to happen to this set of people right now.
I see.
Like in general, it's more scarier and sad and horrific what happens to them as opposed to what they do to me or the effect that I have in watching this. Like the normal people are the scarier ones. Cleopatra and Hercules are like scarier than them.
I think so too. You mean the what they call the freaks are the normal ones?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah. That's why I praise Frida because I'm like, no, she's fucking classy. She is a woman. This fucking Cleopatra is a humongous beast. Like she's a monster.
She's absolutely the fucking monster. Medusa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hercules is finding out she's not so. Her apple pie don't taste so great. We should be that for Halloween. I could be Hercules and you could be Bird Cuckoo the girl. Or...
Bird Cuckoo the girl.
Yeah. Cuckoo the bird girl. Or we could be the Siamese twins.
Siamese twins could be kind of fun.
That would be great.
I can't believe Halloween is so close.
You guys?
I think the shots from, I mean, this is all shot beautifully, but I love all the shots from this point forward of all the performers and all the freaks, all the freaks hiding underneath the stairs and the way the lighting is on their eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
We have hair. Oh, go ahead.
I was just reading that it's been a week since.
Oh, yeah. Harry's been in bed for a week and he's basically dying because they have been poisoning him.
You think she really has remorse?
No.
Guilt? Some type of something just waiting for him to croak?
She wants this motherfucker dead.
Look at him.
And then we have James Franco still looking in that window. 1 week later. And she is just slyly just poisoning him.
Yeah.
She has a big old bottle of poison. It's like the size of a whiskey bottle.
In her fucking fridge or cabinet. Or...
Oh, wait, no. That's actually medicine. She's about to pull the poison out of her pussy.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. And James Franco was like,
you skeeving little bitch.
Now I can't unsee James Franco.
Yeah, right?
Dying. My thing is just like, this is the 30s. Kill him quick.
Yeah.
Who's going to know?
For? Like, put a pillow over his head.
Yeah.
There was no autopsies, now was there?
This is good. We get a dramatic close-up. The 30s even knew. She gives him a little spoonful of sugar, and then it zooms up on Harry's face. Or on Hans's face, and then he spits it into a napkin.
Yes.
So, he hasn't been being poisoned. He's known. And he's been faking. That's what's up.
Time. Yeah.
That's what's up. And he says, I'll never forget what you are doing for me, Cleo.
Girl, she ain't gonna get Sixth Sense.
We have a missile outside.
We do. You know the movie Sixth Sense where the mom was poisoning the little girl?
So scary.
The pine sol?
That's the best, like, sub story in that film.
Yeah, I agree.
God damn.
Oh, hey, girl, what you doing with that poison bottle in your waist?
They know.
Yeah. Does he wear shoes in his hands?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Does he?
They're like mules.
I love it. I love this. All of the freaks are just waiting underneath all the steps to each trailer now. And they're just waiting for her.
They're watching, bitch.
She goes to her own trailer.
There he is. Our little DeFranco.
Yeah. DeFranco. Ani DeFranco.
Ding, ding, ding.
This is great.
I love this. The camaraderie between them, the friendship, the brotherhood, you know? And they're so smart. Yeah, united. Like, they're so smart.
Look at him. He just puts his hand behind his head. Ooh.
I must hurry now and fix your medicine, my darling. Yeah, this is great.
Like, there's nothing better than, like, knowing you are not the one. Like, you ain't gonna fuck with me.
Girl. There's nothing better than a revenge story, and this is what we're getting right now.
And the way he goes, dirty little freaks.
Mm-hmm.
What? So we got
Torso.
Johnny Eck. Yeah, the torso guy. Getting around by his hands underneath all the trailers now, and he joins the rest of the freaks. There's like a lightning storm happening, by the way, and it's about to start pouring down rain. And they're like all meeting underneath there, and they basically tell each other that it's on.
I'm sorry, that's Half Boy.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Played by Johnny Eck.
Thank you. So all the trailers are now in motion, and we're on the go. It looks like we're going somewhere.
We're moving.
And there's rain, there's lightning. Oh, these horses are getting stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Oh, look, their trailers have their names on the side.
Oh, like the actual character name?
Yeah, like Hercules the Mighty.
Well, you'd hope so. How wonderful would it be to like be in a wagon during a rainstorm? Where's it going?
Where is Hercules going?
Oh, into somebody else's trailer. No.
Oh, Frida and
Mr. Rogers
and Frozo are having a conversation, and Frida is telling Frozo that Hercules and Cleo are plotting, and that Hercules is going to go after Venus. Oh yes. Cleo's in her trailer, or in the trailer of Harry. Oh God, I want to call them by their actual names. Of Hans.
It's our Snow White shot.
It's good, yeah. And Hans would be our Snow White.
I know, right?
And his friends are there, and they're with him. And she wants them to leave.
Surprise, bitch!
And right as she's about to slip that poison in and
Look
turn
at
around to
her face.
poison him, he's out of the bed and wants the black bottle.
I love that he asked for the black bottle right away. Like, oh, bitch, we ain't playing the games. Little knife thrower brings out a knife. Jerry Austin.
He is fucking fogging it up and wiping it off. These people are not fucking around.
Like, there's no threat, you know? They're just, like, grabbing their shit and kind of wiping down
There's no threat?
There's no threat. Like,
What do you mean?
They're just, like, wiping their gun. He's wiping his knife. Why not? That's not unusual.
There's nothing.
Nothing unusual going on here.
She's like, okay, here's the bottle. Don't hurt me. You gotta swallow poison to kill, he says. And I haven't been swallowing it. So Hercules is trying to get into Venus's trailer because he's gonna kill her. But she ain't gonna let him. Oh my God, he kicks the door in. She grabs a sharp object.
And here comes...
But Frozo ain't gonna let that happen.
He attacks Hercules from behind, and Venus is yelling out, Frozo, Frozo.
Oh my God, look how this is filmed. Did you see how that was filmed so quick? Yeah. It had that...
sped up edit.
FW Murnau effect.
Oh,
my gosh.
No. So first we get Titanic.
Yeah, the trailers have fucking dipped.
It tips over.
Cleopatra is running in the rain, and the freaks are after her.
Half Boy can run.
Oh, they're quick.
Yeah.
And you got to make up for all the other disabilities, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, God.
This part's the scariest, when Hercules is burning Frozo over the stove.
It's fucking nuts. There's a lot happening here.
This is great right here.
Yeah, all the freaks are coming out of the woodwork.
I love all the shots of them, like the rain, their eyes, their angry faces. Every single thing about them right now is the entire movie is freaking me out.
This is the most notorious part of the film. Like, the ending is probably the most talked about. And that's because all the freaks get their revenge.
This moment during the trailer earlier you were playing the trailer for us, and this moment during the trailer matched up with the song that they fucking matched it up with was so fucking great.
Yeah, when they played Creep, the cover of Creep. Look at this. We have these characters crawling in the mud, in the rain, underneath these tipped over trailers with knives.
Yeah.
And they're going after Hercules. They're on their stomachs. They're carrying knives in their mouths if they don't have hands to carry them with. Oh, it's scary. Like, this is actually kind of scary.
There's about, when you first watch the movie, you think that there's about 7, 9 in total. But to be honest, there's about 30 characters here that are all supposed to be, you know, freaks as a cast.
Every time we say freaks, we go, freaks.
I know.
Like,
I just
we
can't,
like
it's the fucking name of the movie. Just
I know. We
freak,
just have to say it.
freak.
There we go.
Who gives a freak?
Now that it's over.
Yeah, honestly.
So I think we can assume that Hans is dead.
Yeah, I love that she's yelling, Hans, please, Hans. And she's like waving her hands at the same time.
Yeah.
Hans.
Hans. So we don't see Cleopatra get killed, but we do go to the beginning of the movie. Remember that there was somebody showing people around a museum, and we never got to see what was inside this box. And it turns out that it's Cleopatra, and she has been torn in half. She's still alive, but she has been tarred and feathered from the neck down, and she's basically a half human, half duck now. And one of her eyes has been removed. Did you not see that?
I did not see that in the first time.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. You guys just caught a first reaction. That's awesome.
Dude, what's her name?
That's the same girl. That's Olga. Or that's
No,
Cleopatra.
I know, but like, what's become of her character name now? Like, who is she as a freak? This is amazing.
She's a squawking human duck.
Wow.
And what we didn't see, but we are in the original version, it's revealed that Hans has been turned into basically a falsetto singer because his dick's been removed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The shot of our girl right here, Frida, with the fucking fox around her neck and the little cloudy, dreamy, like, it just looks so fucking good. I love this scene.
This
right
is something that looks like it was added from like a restored vault.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's attached like very ghostly. I love this. But what happens during the scene between both of them right now, and what she tells him, like she totally forgives him for everything that he did. Don't cry. It's not your fault. Like, she holds him so dearly. Like, it's so fucking great. I love this scene.
Oh, so what's really interesting actually is that what we just saw with Cleopatra being turned into a duck, that was an ending that was one of the original endings. This is another ending.
It does split Bird Girl and Cuckoo Girl at the end credits of the movie, but in the book, the Bird Girl is the same person. That's so weird. So the book is wrong. Yeah, you were right. It is played by two different people. Cuckoo and the Bird Girl are two different people.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I don't know why the book says Cuckoo and
Stork Woman, Minnie Woolsey, Elizabeth Green.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's
never
freaks,
mind me,
guys. That was freaks.
That was freaks. I
That
don't like
was
that
freaks.
Roman writing is like that
Yeah.
font is so Roman to me.
It's very Cleopatra.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. But it is out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. That was an experience. That was an experience.
Totally
I love that we
experience.
caught your reaction to the end.
I did not pay attention to that in the first time we watched it. Like rewatched, I did not see that
Incredible. I love that so much. What do you think?
at all. This movie's amazing. I can't wait to watch it during the fall. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fucking put it on while I'm fucking cooking some soup. There's gonna be a rainstorm outside. I'm gonna have it on low volume.
Yeah.
Little orange Halloween lights are gonna be on.
It's just one of those movies that requires audio.
Yeah.
Like thankfully we've seen it before, so we don't have to watch it like with the audio on full blast right
Yeah.
now. But it's like got that static.
That staticky,
to it.
vintagey, like black and
Yeah.
white, like it, just like
And you
kinda-
kind of need
yeah.
it. You kind of need it.
Yes.
So I look forward to watching it again for the
Absolutely.
entire experience.
And I love that the DVD that you got has 2 more movies kind of like that fall in
Oh,
line with this.
yeah, there is something called The Unknown and The Mystic.
The mystique. And look at the way that they marketed these. So the unknown is a startling romance you'll love in the unknown, the most unusual drama. And the other one is you haven't been thrilled until you've seen the mystique. Spirits table tipping seance.
It's The Mystic.
Oh, the mystique. I like my version
Yeah,
better.
yours is all French and
The
fun.
mystique. I know. I don't know. There's no Q or E.
But yeah, we should watch those as well because they're included on this Blu-ray. So
Yeah.
if you guys get the opportunity and get this Blu-ray, just saying, it's there, or they're there for you. So you guys, let us know what you thought of the movie.
Yeah.
We had a good time watching it with you. I know we didn't shut the
order
fuck
your
up, but
Criterion Correct collection right
I don't
now.
know. There was only one left on Amazon, and I think we got the last one. So unless they restock anytime soon, you're out of luck. Go on eBay, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
I really like this movie. I'm excited to watch it again myself. Solid 5. Fucking perfect masterpiece of cinema. It fits right in with movies like Nosferatu and the old Universal horror films like Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein and Dracula, which is also a Tod Browning movie. And again, it just makes me excited to watch movies that I haven't seen, like movies that came out so long ago that still hold an important place in Hollywood history. You know, I think that movies like this are important and need to be talked about and need to be seen. And whether we know a lot about them or nothing about them, now we know a little bit more because of stuff like this. So hopefully we were not super scattered for you. And yeah, like I just said, whether
Who gives
not,
a freak?
we're fucking educated or not, we had a good time talking about this.
I
So
love that this screensaver right here for the DVD menu is
our
your favorite part.
Yeah. I say our favorite part. Nice.
Well, technically,
nice.
I do love this part too, but you just owned it.
This is what we should go as for Halloween.
Yeah, I agree.
Good costumes.
I just need to find a horse. What the
I
fuck?
think we will be back soon, guys. I think our next Patreon episode is going to be Return to Oz. I made the decision.
I agree.
Whether it's going to be an audio commentary or a regular episode, we will come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
But look forward to Return to Oz as our next Patreon episode.
Yeah, we're flying out to Tennessee. There's a place named Rock City, and when we get out there, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go be Returned to Oz at that place. Like you're just gonna fucking be Dorothy Gale.
The Gnome King's Mountain.
It looks exactly like it. You're gonna fucking fall in love.
I love it. I love it already.
Bye, guys.
Stay gory.
That's my exit. Bye, guys. Stay gory. Stay gay.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.